Hey there, besties. Welcome to Girly Pop Probs with K and L. We are your hosts, Kelly
and Laurel.
And we are so happy you're here.
Welcome back. Guess what day it is?
It's our 1 year anniversary.
Woo! Can you believe it's been a year?
No.
Crazy.
Can't, actually. This year has flown by.
Yeah.
And we can't thank you guys enough for honestly being here for this journey, because without you, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah. It's so crazy. We have been trying to figure out what we're going to do to celebrate our 1 year, and we have some fun things coming up. But right now on our Instagram, we have a giveaway going on for our 1 year. You need to go follow us, check it out, enter the giveaway, because you don't want to miss this giveaway.
No, I would not want to miss this.
I would not want to miss this, personally.
It's all of our favorite things combined into a giveaway. So definitely make sure you give it a look and enter. And we'll have it up for a few days. So you'll have a few days to enter. So make sure you check it out.
Yeah, don't miss out.
Yes. So ringing in the new year for us, we wanted to just kind of talk about the last year and what we've been up to. Obviously, kind of recapping things that we've done over the last year and some kind of current events, like things that have happened within like the last year.
Yeah.
And some trendy things that we experienced in 2024, maybe want to leave in 2024.
Well, emphasis on leave in 2024.
Leave in 2024. So what was your favorite thing that you did in 2024?
Well, guys, y'all know it was a rough year for me. If you're an avid listener, you know it was a rough year for me. I think my favorite thing I did in 2024 was starting this podcast with you.
Yeah.
Honestly, because like it's been something that's been so consistent for me, so consistent for like our friendship also, and just knowing that like every week we get to do this, and I obviously thoroughly enjoy doing it. And so, yeah, I think it's been my favorite thing. What about you?
I mean, I don't want to steal what you said, because I would say the exact same thing. I have absolutely loved doing the podcast with my bestie girl here. Without Girly Pop Probs, I don't know what I would be doing every Monday.
Same.
But I would say like my favorite thing that I've done, no offense, was going to Disney for my birthday.
Of course. That's not no offense.
But honestly, those are like tied, which if you know me, you know
Just a major Disney adult.
Deal. Big deal. Because Disney and I are like married.
Yeah.
And then there's my husband.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think 2024, honestly, when we started this podcast, did you think we would make it to this point?
Well, here's the thing. I knew we would, because when we started this, we literally promised ourselves we were not going to be the like 70% of podcasters that start and within a couple months they end, because it's hard. I mean, it's very hard. Like you have to stay consistent to continue. And so I kind of, yes, like I knew that we were going to continue, because you and I are both someone that's like, okay, we're going to do it.
Right.
And we're not going to give up on it, even if we have one listener, which would be Jenny.
Yes.
Like even if
shout out Jenny.
and Chandler and Caroline. But
there's a lot of them.
Thankfully, we have more than one is what
Yes.
I'm saying. So yeah, even if we did have one, we would still be going though.
Yeah.
So
no, for sure.
But it is crazy that it's been a year.
And we've been on the money every single Monday. Like we've
not
ready
missed.
to go. Yeah. And honestly, proud of us. There's only been one hiccup all year.
Which one?
So honestly, props to us. And
Yeah.
I can't believe we're going into another year.
And honestly, I want to also say a shout out to Kelly, because she does all the editing for us. So everyone, let's give her a round of applause.
Snaps. Thank you. Thank you.
And yeah, I'm really thankful for you, and you've done an amazing job, and I'm just really proud of you, and I'm excited for 2025.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be great.
Yes, we have so many things up our sleeve and so many things planned. So yeah. On the topic of last year, I know we are halfway or almost halfway through the month of January, which is kind of crazy. But I wanted to kind of take it back, like I said at the beginning, to last year. Why did demure become a thing? Can we leave that back there?
Leave it in 2024?
Yes, I'm over it.
So demure.
So demure. That's very demure of you.
It does sound like something a granny would say. I like said it as a joke, I feel like, but
No, it's the children that use it in their vocabulary that stresses me out. Just like slay, which I love slay. I think it's a fun word, but demure just.
Have you guys heard the skibbity toilet riz or whatever?
What?
Because at Christmas, my nieces were talking about it, and my sister-in-law about it's like this head that comes out of a toilet, and it says like skibbity something. I don't know.
That's crazy.
And apparently it's like in these kids' vocabulary. But my sister, who's a 4K teacher, was like, no, these kids come to school being like, skibbity riz Ohio. And everyone's like, what does that mean?
What?
And I'm like, what does that mean?
Yes.
So what does that mean, guys? And also, can we also leave that?
Yeah. I don't even know what that is, but can we leave that in 2024, please?
Because it's so weird. Also, Hawktua girl. Can we leave her in 2024?
Can we leave her in 2024? Well, what is she actually famous for besides saying that she's going to spit on that thing? Like, what? And her Hawktua podcast. I mean, I'll support her. Or Talktua, not Hawktua, sorry. But
I'll give her that. That's a good name, but she didn't come up with it.
Yeah, didn't come up with it. And
I actually don't think she's made another episode since the whole little scandal she just got herself into.
Yes. So hopefully we'll be leaving her in 2024 too.
It just made me laugh because like people really, really were obsessed with her. And like it was funny. It just wasn't that funny.
Yeah. No.
You know, like it was funny for a minute. It wasn't funny for 7 months.
Yes. Yeah. Like occasionally like Tyler would make a joke like hot tool, spit on that thing. But like that was it. Like,
yeah.
And like randomly in like conversation it would come up. But now I swear if I hear it in December of this year, I'm going to cry.
Yeah. It became like it was something that people have held close apparently. And
yeah. But honestly, claim to fame. I mean, like I would take that, you know.
Do you think that she is an industry plant?
Yes.
Okay. So does Cody. But we talked about that already. He's obsessed with her. I'm just kidding. Well, I don't know if it was 2024 when like Bobby Altoff's like podcast really popped off, I believe. And everyone was saying she's an industry plant. And me and Cody got into this discussion the other day because I was like, no, I used to watch her TikToks years ago with like her husband and her kids. But so anyways, I'm just here to say she's not an industry plant. I think her podcasts are funny.
I've never listened, but.
Well, I've only listened to them on TikTok. So I think those are funny.
Listener. I'm just kidding.
No, I'm not. Sorry.
How about Taylor Swift's tour coming to an end in 2024? I didn't even go, like, at all. I didn't go to the Eras tour, but it made me so sad. Like,
it is sad.
Knowing that all these Swifties are just, like, in limbo.
Yeah, they don't know what to do anymore.
What are we doing? But that's just, like, an iconic... I mean, I know it was, like, a 2-year period.
I was going to say, I mean, it was
But like, the end of it, like, made me sad, and I didn't even experience it.
It is depressing. It is. I mean, she has to feel so good...
Yes.
Though, and she, I hope, is taking like the biggest break and restful period of her life because she deserves it.
Yeah, no, agreed.
Now, Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Can you do a Eras tour, a baby tour or something? A one-time tour just for me and you? I'm just kidding.
Tour. That's good.
You know, because like I feel like the people deserve it.
I'm in. I
would sell my left leg to go to your tour, Justin. Okay.
Who wants your left leg?
Someone on Craigslist.
I feel like this year. Okay, so I read this online, and I don't know how true it is, but did Crumble really like take off this past year?
I feel like the last like 2 years, yeah.
Okay, and I feel like it's kind of like
died down
like
a little
an
bit.
Extreme halt.
I know.
Because we were also on the Crumble train.
We were.
We loved Crumble. Crumble loved buying us cookies, and we were like, "Hey, great!"
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like the influencers. Yeah, I feel like this was the year. Like 2024 was the year of Crumble influencers. I do feel like I haven't seen them in a while.
Yeah, it's just interesting how that's changed. I don't want to leave them in 2024 though. I think they're yummy, but
they are.
I think the hype can stop a little bit.
Yeah. It ain't no Twisted Sugar.
Yes, yeah. If you live in Charleston and you've never been to Twisted Sugar, you should check it out.
It's been a minute, guys. I need to go.
Honestly, I was thinking that this morning when I was waiting for our plans to come to life. I was thinking about going to Twisted Sugar, and then I told myself no.
Good for you.
But how about the fact that we lost 2 big icons in 2024?
Big icons.
Rest in peace, Toby Keith and
Liam Payne.
So sad. And honestly, it like rocked the world. Like in both, like in totally different ways, you know, like
2 different genres, 2 different people. Yeah.
Yeah. I just like, I can't.
And Toby was like the beginning of the year. Liam was kind of the end of the year. Liam, it was like the day before my birthday. It was really depressing.
Yeah, it was really depressing.
My friends were judging me for crying about it. And I was like, yeah.
I wasn't judging. I just,
Yeah.
I was a directioner when I was 12. If Justin Bieber passed away, I could understand.
I would probably need an entire week of like grief, like grievance if Justin Bieber passed away. But that's just me.
And another sad thing that happened is our world is still recovering from Hurricane Helene.
Yeah.
And we are still watching all of that come to life and like kind of come back to where it was. It'll never be the same, but that's somewhere, you know, Laurel has taken me many times up that way and just like seeing like the damage, and we have family up that way and they're still dealing with that. So
they really are. And they're honestly, guys, like the news does not talk about it enough, but like there's still recovering bodies and so many things and so many people, and just keep them in your prayers still. Our church actually did a little snippet on Christmas Eve from people that go to our Asheville campus from our church and talking about it and how they've like, you know, helped, which has been incredible, but also just the impact and the devastation. And it's so real. And I hate that like our country just moves on from these things unless you're literally in it every day. I feel like if it's just let's move on.
Yeah.
So keep them in your prayers still. It's still happening.
Yeah, because honestly, I'm kind of like one of those people that moved on. Like I didn't forget about it, but I stopped thinking about it every single day until I went to church on Christmas Eve. And I was like, whoa, this is crazy that they are still talking about this and they're still sending relief up there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we're not going to end this on a sad note. We wanted to talk about 2025 and what we have coming to the podcast for the next year. So any specific goal or what's your word for 2025? Have you?
I haven't thought of a word yet, and I've been thinking about it because as you guys, I mentioned a few weeks ago, is that like I'm started a job and all this stuff, and so I've been trying to think of something that is going to push me this year. So I'll get back to you guys maybe next week. I'm really trying to pray about it. What about you?
So I was telling Jenny actually earlier, I stole this word from her, consistency, when she posted about a couple days ago or weeks ago, I guess I would say. And I told my trainer immediately. She had like just texted me and I was like, Julia, my word is consistency. Like this year, I want to be consistent. And that's in all aspects of life. That's with the podcast, with social media, with my marriage, workouts, all the things. I think it can encompass so many things.
For sure.
So I'm excited.
It's a great word.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. But yeah, I didn't really set any goals for like 2025 specifically. It's just kind of like being more consistent in my life.
Yeah, I like that. I need to think of a word. I really like that. One thing I'm really excited about for our podcast is hopefully we will have guests on.
Yeah.
And I think that would be really cool. I think it'll be really cool to interview people and have, you know, some people you guys have never heard from and have them share their life story and share things that could be really impactful to you as well.
Hey girly pops, are you tired of your hair not growing, thinning out, or even just feeling dull? I have the perfect product for you. Hair oiling is so in for 2025, and Rejuvenique oil is the liquid gold you're missing. Head over to my Instagram and message me at Jenny Lynn Hops, and we can get you started on your best hair journey yet.
So yeah, for 2025, I just really want to dive deeper with the podcast. So I think, like you said, I think the guests are going to be great. We want to do more giveaways. We want to interact with you. We want to make these long-lasting friendships with those of you that listen to this podcast. Because like I said at the beginning, we would not be here without you.
Yeah.
And I think
we want to grow. We want yeah, we want to get better at our social media, guys.
Yes, yeah.
We will.
Literally, shout out Jenny. She was just telling us that we need to get better. We are getting there.
Yeah.
One
It's
step at a time.
yeah, no, but for real, it's one of those things. It's like consistency. It's okay. We're consistent with the podcast. Okay, semi-consistent with our own social media. Now let's get consistent with Girly Pop social media and all that stuff. And in the giveaway, you might see a little like hat that's part of our merch. We're gonna maybe hopefully get
Like launch
a little
some
bit of a merch line going,
Yes.
and stuff like that. Just something that brings us to life a little bit more. And I'm really excited for that. And speaking of 2025, while we were sitting here talking, I was just thinking about my word for the year.
Oh, you already came up with it?
Yeah, I know, it's fast.
Nice.
I think the word push.
I like that.
I'm going to push myself harder with staying healthy. I'm going to push myself in my marriage and as a mom and starting a new job. I'm going to push myself farther. I'm going to push myself in this podcast and my friendships and all those things. I think that is, it sounds weird, kind of, but
I love that though.
yeah.
High five. I'm proud of you. I'm already
you.
excited for you. But yeah, so we just kind of wanted to celebrate our 1 year with you, let you know about the giveaway. This will probably be the last pop-in for at least this beginning of the year. So starting next week, we'll have full-length episodes again.
Back to normal.
Back to normal, because life has finally started to normalize a little bit. And we will kick off season 3 of Girly Pop Probs. And we are so excited.
Yes. So excited. Happy New Year, guys.
Yes.
This is going to be a great year.
Let's be
The choice is
consistent
yours.
and push ourselves. Let's be consistent and push ourselves, you guys.
Period.
Period.
Let's leave that in 2024 too. I'm just kidding. I say that way too much.
Period. No, we are not leaving.
Period. Okay, love y'all.
Thank you, besties, for joining us. Go check out our latest TikTok and comment what you want to hear us talk about next. See you again next time. Bye.